it's Carolyn Zook here with C6 Stitch, and today we're going to do a flip through of the April 2023 Just Cross Stitch magazine. You can see I've already looked through it. I have a few things marked, and I'm super excited to share it with you. I think this is another really great issue. Apparently they are celebrating 40 years, so that's exciting. I love that one on the cover. So let's jump into it. So the first one up here, or the first one up, is Mother Nature's Spring. So they are doing a year-long series. So we saw I think it was the winter one, maybe the fall one. I can't quite remember. I have this marked because I think they're just gorgeous. And so I will hopefully one day be stitching all of them. But I just love her dress is made of flowers and it looks like a stream. I just think it's really unique and really, really pretty. This one is designed by Perry A. Hattie of Stitchoria. And let me show you the other ones as well. So, okay, so we got the winter one, it looks like, in the February issue, which is what that looks like. Here's our summer and then our autumn. So I already have this one in the February issue, and so there's two more. These are 141 high by 112 wide. It says advanced, but I'm looking to see if there's there's a bunch of cross stitching in this one, guys. Back stitching. Of course, hopefully there'll be cross stitching. I'm looking for fractionals, and I don't really see any fractionals. I think it might say advanced just because of the back stitching. I mean, there is quite a bit of back stitching, but that's how you get the detail. Oh, there's French knots in here, but you could just do beads if you wanted to, which is honestly probably what I will do, because I like beads. Okay, this next one is called Welcome Spring, and it's by Tangled Threads and Things, and it's a cute little, very springy color. So you are stitching this border. It kind of looks like blackwork it's not blackwork. It's like a gingham. The border around here is like a gingham border. So it's not blackwork. It kind of is showing up as blackwork on the screen there. This is 85 by 85. So pretty small, cute little tulips. You could change the colors to the colors of your favorite colors if you wanted to, or something that says spring to you. I know for our friends in the Southern Hemisphere, this probably is like kind of funny. Like, why would we be stitching spring right now? But there you go. All right, so this next one is ABC Blooms. This is designed by Xenia Antipova. I have not heard of this designer before, but they made it into a pillow, and it's the alphabet and with the flower names, which is really pretty and fun. So that's a really cute piece, and you could, just pick out the ones you like if you wanted to. This is 113 high by 109 wide, and these all call for DMC unless I say something different. All right, this is another one that I have marked. This is designed by Wrought Iron Stitching, and it's called First Flowers. And they give you instructions on how to make this bag. And I think that's really, really neat. And so you get really good color instructions on designing that bag. I don't know if I will actually ever stitch this, but I do appreciate the instructions on how to make a bag. So even if you had a different piece, and you maybe didn't want to stitch this, but you wanted to know how to put it together as a zippered pouch, they give you those instructions, and it would be the same. You just have to adjust the dimensions for the piece that you have. All right, next up is Garden Fairy, and this looks like Katerina. Yeah, Stitchy Princess. Katerina, which if you're on Facebook, she posts in a lot of the groups. She is a Ukrainian designer who has been keeping us up to date on just the harrowing, truly harrowing events that are happening both in her city and across her country. So she does an excellent job of keeping us updated on what's happening in Ukraine. And so this is one of her designs, really, really cute. They also give you instructions on how to make this twisted cording. Katerina also has an Etsy shop under Stitching Princess. Stitchy Princess. If you are so inclined, she often has sales. They are just trying to really, get some electricity and heat and food. And I mean, that's where they're at. I will link her shop down below if you are so inclined to make a purchase of one of her designs as well. I have heard, I don't know, I haven't verified this, but I have heard that when you purchase a design on Etsy, the designer doesn't get paid until you actually download it. So if you do purchase one of her designs or any design from Etsy, just make sure you download it right away so then they can get paid. So I'll put her shop down below. This next one is the cover photo, and it's called Sea of Tulips. And oh my gosh, isn't this just incredible? I love it so very much. I think it's gorgeous. It's such a great spring piece, and I know I've said in the past that I don't have a lot of spring pieces, honestly. This is by Stitchy Fish Designs, and I tend to like her stuff a lot. Here's a little bit better of a close-up of what we're looking at here. Really, really, really pretty. 137 stitches high by 98 wide. Not terrible. Some back stitching. A lot of that bottom part is full coverage. And this next one I also have marked. This is called Daffodils and Delft, designed by Elizabeth Jenkins Beatty. I think it's so pretty. This looks like something like my mom would love, honestly. So I have it marked. So I think that's really pretty. This is 37 by 37, so it's quite small. It's a pretty intricate piece, honestly. So I think it's small, but I think it's going to take you a little bit longer than you think just because there is a lot of back stitching and that type of thing in there. But it is very, very pretty. Okay, this next one is another one I have marked. This is called Spring Visitor, and look how cute that is. I just love it. I think it's so, so pretty. So pretty. Again, lots of back stitching, right? You got to make those flowers pop and the bird pop. That one is designed by Savings Grace's Fine Needle Arts. It's Elizabeth Spurlock. This one is 112 stitches high by 78 wide, so actually not terrible. There's just a lot of back stitching in it, which is fine. You can handle back stitching. There are some fractionals, but that's also fine. Those are just smaller stitches, right? Okay, this next one I also have marked. Apparently I'm in a very spring mood. This is called First Songs. This is designed by, look at that. Isn't that cute? Mr. Stitch and Mrs. Needle, which is originally from Ukraine but currently living in Germany. So I think that's really, really sweet. And this is 82 high by 88 wide. Just a cute little spring piece. I'd make a cute little pillow. So, very cute. All right, this next one, this one is for Robin of Bird's Eye Stitches. This is called Birds of Spring. And look at this. If you like birds, this one is for you. So it gives you can stitch the bird. You could just stitch the birds if you wanted to. There's a lot you can do with this. But they give you the names. They have that really pretty border, which looks like a lot of counting, but really, really effective. But I like this because you could kind of mix and match and do whatever you want with this. So arrival of the robin is known as one of the first signs of spring. Be on the lookout for these other feathered friends as winter comes to an end. So Birds of Spring is designed by Susan Powell of Laurel Susan Studio. It is 110 stitches high by 80 stitches wide. Lots of back stitching. I mean, look, we're talking this border, right? Those are straight stitches or back stitches. The twigs, those branches, and then you have a lot of little ninja stitches. But it's so effective, isn't it? I think it's so effective. So I think that's why it's rated as intermediate, but it's just because there's backstitching in it. Okay, this next one is called Love and Wings, and it is designed by Gail Busey. So that's a super cute spring one as well. It says, give the ones you love wings to fly, roots to come back to, and reasons to stay. And that is a quote by the Dalai Lama. This is 106 stitches high by 75 stitches wide. And again, you can just pull out the elements that you like. If you just like, one of these birdhouses, you can do that. If you just want the bird and the heart, you could do that. So that's a really fun piece. Very cute. Okay, so then they are highlighting fabrics. Celebrating needlework. Okay, so it's not a particular designer. They are just showing, I think this is really cute. They're showing you if you stitch on 14 count Aida, 28 count even weave, how it looks and on down. So they're just giving you, if you are not familiar, if you're new to stitching, and you aren't familiar with kind of the different fabrics and what it means and how to use it, they give you a nice overview of that. So that's nice. Okay, this next one is called My Work is Done. This is designed by Praiseworthy Stitches. And this is 92 stitches high by 69 stitches wide. And it says, my thread is cut, my work is done. Which is, these are the words that Margaret Dickens stitched in her sampler in 1814. Margaret was most likely between the ages of 6 to 12 years old. So that's really pretty. Okay, next one. Okay, this one, if you're getting ready for Easter, if you celebrate Easter, this is Easter Pals. This is designed by Maletta Lila. These are each, there's 4 of them. They are each 45 by 45. And these definitely, the Easter Pals egg dyeing kits? That's what this definitely reminds me of. So you can see here, let me give you a close up. They put them on these cute little bags, right? Which would make a really cute gift because these are really small. Oh, they're so cute. 45 stitches by 45 stitches. I love that little ducky. So cute. I mean, obviously you can make these into cards or like whatever you want. But they made them into little Easter baskets, which I think is a really cute idea. Okay, next up is Bunny Friends, and this is designed by Cute Embroidery by Kate. And this is stitched on plastic canvas, so it's stiffer. And so like you cut them out and they stand up. And there's a boy one and a girl one. These are 66 by 25, so pretty small, but very cute. Cute Easter decor. Bunny Friends, that one is called. All right, this next one is called Sing Praise. It is designed by Kathleen Hughes Simpson. It says Alleluia. I think that's really, really, really pretty. I love the colors in that. This is 71 stitches high by 133 stitches wide. Just a few colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 DMC colors. And it's stitched on 28 count white Jobelan. And there's no back stitching either. So that's a good kind of nice piece. This one I actually have marked. It's called Gilded Egg. I love the Fabergé eggs. This is super random. It kind of reminds me, we have these family friends who, their background is Ukrainian. And so they raise their kids kind of in the Ukrainian tradition, even though they live in Canada. And so a lot, whenever we would go visit them, this just reminds me of them a lot. They would have a lot of these really gorgeous eggs, and I don't know, it just reminds me of this particular family. So this is designed by Judith Kringle. There's a close-up. A lot of back stitching in that center. This is 114 high by 58 wide. There is some back stitching. There is some French knots, which again, like, why wouldn't you use beads on something like that? I mean, I don't know. I really like it. I do have that one marked as something to stitch eventually. Yeah, lots of back stitching in that center to get that effect with all the flowers. The design in the egg itself is all cross stitches. I would probably use like a Kryneck or something for that to make it sparkle. I'm trying to see. It does not call for, it's just DMC. It does not call for like a Kryneck or DMC light effects or anything like that. But I would probably do some sparkles to it when I do it. All right, so the next one is their Christmas Wonder. This is a 6-part stitch along throughout the year. And so this is what the whole sampler will look like. We got this part last time in February. We get this part this time. This is designed by JB Cross Stitch. Part 2, just this design, which I'll show you a better close-up picture of it in just a minute. This is 39 stitches high by 111 wide. The whole thing, if you want to do the whole thing, is 263 stitches high and 111 wide. So here's a better close-up. And what I like about this is that you can just pick the banners that you like and just stitch that if you want to. So that's super cute. I don't have this one marked to stitch at this point in time just because I have so much winter stuff and Christmas stuff. And anyway, this one isn't quite my style, but I do think it's really, really cute. And I think that was it. That was the last one. So let me know what you think. I thought this was a really good one. I crossed out my address. I thought this was a really good one, a really nice issue. There's a lot in here that I want to stitch, as you can see. And so I'm excited by this issue. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you would stitch anything in here. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.